The impact of Arkansas's low vaccination rate is starting to be felt as COVID cases are climbing. So we wanted to know what the medical community is saying about all this. Let's go to 4029's Robert Suhr. He's joining us live right now. Robert, what did you learn today?
Well, Paige, good evening to you. We'll start with the big number, and that is the fact that the state ranks 49th out of 51 states, including Puerto Rico in that statistic, in the percentage of its residents that are fully vaccinated. And it doesn't take a statistician to realize that with that number at 33%, that is not very good.
Tuesday will mark 3 weeks since Governor Hutchinson allowed the statewide coronavirus emergency to expire, and with it went mask mandates across the state. It was pretty much a green light to return to normal, but now warning lights are starting to flash as positive cases are jumping.
We are seeing an increase in community transmission and overall an increase in the number of people admitted to the hospital. And the last analysis that we did, 99% of the people in the hospital had not been vaccinated.
Over the past 14 days, cases per 1,000 people are up by 45% in Benton County and over 60% in Washington County. In fact, counties all across Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley are jumping. And that's worrisome to Mercy Health System Dr. Jason McKinney.
This needs to be about as big a red flag as you can get to the public that we're not doing a good job in controlling this virus. We see the number of hospitalizations going up, and I know I've seen that in our own practice here that they're going up.
But even if you are one of the 33% of Arkansans that are fully vaccinated, you may not be completely out of the woods. They're learning that lesson the hard way over at the Leverett Lounge in Fayetteville, closed over the weekend after owners say a fully vaccinated employee developed a positive, fully symptomatic case of COVID-19. Hannah Withers is the owner and tells me,
I think most of us thought that we were in the clear and felt pretty confident that being vaccinated was going to keep us from getting it, and that is clearly not the case. I think we're going to have to sort of continue to navigate this as it comes.
Dr. McKinney says most people either don't know or forget that having the vaccine does not mean you're 100% immune.
Out of 100 people that get vaccinated, a small handful are still going to get COVID. The other thing to keep in mind is that the vaccine was primarily studied to prevent severe disease, hospitalization, and death. And that doesn't mean that people still can't get COVID and still can't have, some symptoms.
The underlying theme is Arkansans that have not yet been vaccinated are strongly encouraged to do so in the hopes of getting the spiking positivity rates back down again.
Now, guys, a few things to note. There is some good news. That the good news is that the Leverett Lounge, the owners tell me that they are expected to reopen hopefully by Wednesday if everybody comes back negative with their latest test. Now, right before jumping on the air here, I did just get out of an interview with Dr. Dillahay. We will have much more from her coming up at 6. She had some very strong words about the direction that the state is currently headed in. Live in Rogers, Robert Suhr, 4029 News.
All right, thanks, Robert. Interested